Good day. Hello and welcome to Point Park University's esports team. Today we'll be playing Rocket League. Finally back on the right schedule on Tuesdays being Rocket League. Today we'll be going against Messiah University. Um, Interesting enough, yes, I am by myself. Kago, your caster today. Today I will be by myself for the meantime. Bryce may be here eventually. Hopefully, he will be able to get here in time before the game truly starts. But I'm gonna have to do a little bit of a solo casting. I am a little sick, so apologies if you hear a couple coughing going on. But thankfully, we will be starting the game soon, so you don't have to hear me banter about some random nonsense. But today has been a good day. Today was Pioneer Pause Day, which was very interesting because I've never had anything like this before in any school. But essentially, it's just a day where Point Park students are allowed to. Well, they don't have classes to attend to today, even though normally there should be. And it was just a day to relax and recuperate, and it was very nice. It was very good. I was able to take advantage of that. I got supplies that I needed for my costume for Halloween, and maybe on Halloween day, you'll be seeing me on stream wearing my Halloween costume. Maybe. I don't know if that's how that works. We'll see. I think so. And you're gonna be able to watch a wonderful. I don't know. We'll see. Um, for what my costume is, you won't be able to find out until that day. So you will just have to go on to the stream on that day to really find out. As you can see, I'm definitely not feeling the best. Been kind of sick. I can't really tell you exactly what is happening. However, the throat's definitely not the best. It kind of sucks. Sure. So actually, interesting enough, for the meantime, or maybe for the rest of the stream, we will. Yes, yes. We will be returning with our friend here from last stream. Say hello. Yes. Yeah, so actually, since you're now here, we'll be able to get ask some questions to you while we get the game started here. So tell me, like, what did y'all do between last game and this game? For those who weren't present with us last game, and we had an unfortunate loss against New Haven, and it was devastating. They're just absolute force against us. It it was a tough game. So tell me, what exactly did you guys focus on and practice with?
So we've been working on a lot of connection, like passing plays,
Mm-hmm.
getting balls to players, not forcing, at least knowing what you're gonna do with the ball once it gets to
Mm.
you, just being prepared for the next step. Because if you just give away the ball, you're just setting yourself up for failure.
Right, right. Like I think that was probably one of the biggest things when we were going against New Haven was like once we had that ball and how aggressive they usually are, it just kind of if you didn't know what you were going to do with the ball, you would lose it immediately, right?
Yeah.
So I think that's a good idea to focus on that part in that aspect in particular. What else did you guys decide to like focus on? Like what did you guys learn?
So a lot more. We're trying to change up our play style maybe a little bit, see
Mm.
how it goes first game, kind of test the waters, um, and honestly, really just playing more. Our schedules are a little packed lately. We've been trying to get in as much games as possible together, just get the chemistry up, just to be able to grind out.
Okay, I like that. So, what do you think about Messiah University? Like, what are you worried about? What are you excited for?
So currently, I mean, we haven't really seen anything too crazy that we're worried about. Ball drop right in front of the net, actually, right here, dead
Yeah,
ball.
we actually started already. I didn't notice until now.
Yeah, yeah. We
So you
aren't we
will
aren't
have to
too
carry a
too.
little bit of the commentary because I am kind of sick. So,
Hey, that's all good.
whenever I cough, you're gonna have to like cover it up a little
I
bit.
got you. I got you.
So already with quite some power here.
Yeah, Caleb just blasting at the net, trying to
Hmm.
get something. A lot of the things we're looking for is the first man when you carry that ball into offense, just get a shot off if you
Hmm.
can.
I
At
see. I
least once we
see.
get into the offense, we're looking to shoot first, pass next. But as we're coming out, obviously pass next. If the
Right.
pass is there. If not, try and get a shot on, make the keeper make a save. Just work for rebounds.
Hmm. So a little bit of bouncing back and forth. It seems like an interesting new perspective this time around. Normally we get like a car perspective. That time it was more of a free ball kind of
Yeah,
perspective.
so
So we'll see that more. I think that's a new type of obs observer vision, which is going to be interesting to talk about.
yeah, so before we use the director cam, I believe, which swaps, I actually think we're swapping back to director cam right now. Oh yeah, there we go. So director cam actually swaps off players in between their player view, flight view. But if you take just the toggle cam, it'll auto fly around, show you the field.
Oh,
Me
I
personally,
see.
I prefer the non-director cam since you can
Mhm.
see like the whole field, get all the
Yeah,
angles.
yeah.
Because like as long
That was
as
actually kind of unique. I liked that for a
yeah,
little bit.
to
So.
me, to me, it's better. But I also do like seeing the players' views. Right there, we have
Mhm.
Ian score a ball played straight in from Messiah. It looked like off of Caleb's car.
So that
Actually, just yeah, straight in,
yeah,
right
so
down.
that does mean
Or it
Point
looks like
Park University did get the
yeah,
first goal of the game so far, which is really nice to start off with. We'll see what Messiah University is going to do from that.
yeah. Can't complain. Coming up 1-0.
So, in particular, let's see here. What kind of like, I guess, is there some sort of like, I guess like strategy going into this game so far?
A lot of it is just like there. I mean, you can even see on this goal right there. Caleb gets demoed, and then instantly Ian's bumped out of the play, which just leaves them an open net. We've seen from this team a lot of their play style is first man goes, and if he misses the ball or even gets off the play, he goes and just tries to play aggressive on the guy. So
Oh, I
definitely got to
see.
watch out for bumps and demos, and just like that, game's tied up.
Right. Alrighty then. This is good to know then. So right now we're actually seeing this play. I'm coming and I'm thinking like when we see it kind of go back and forth around this corner here, what exactly do you want to do with the ball outside of just like get it in the goal? Like what exactly do you need to set up?
So typically, if you're going for corner play, it really depends on if you're on the offense where the defense is positioned, and even if you're on defense where the offense is positioned. Because if you're coming up the wall, it's not a straight, rounded corner, so it can take bounces and make weird angles shooting straight into the middle, which a lot of
Oh.
teams like to play on for defense, obviously as well, to then shoot that straight back up the wall and get it out of the play in front of their net. Um,
Mhm.
really, you just try and look for the pass. As of late, we've been trying to stay off the corner as best as possible, get crosses in sooner into the
Ah,
midfield to
right.
keep it a little bit unpredictable because
Mhm.
most players would say on the wall the ball is a little predictable.
Yeah.
So he's
Yeah.
got the ball in our corner. A guy coming up the wall. Caleb's playing the back wall, hopefully to try and play it down. Safe kicks it out straight back in. Dropping it down to Caleb. Gets 50'd.
Mhm.
Hopefully, okay. Safe 50. Should be back. Yeah, see that right there. Caleb's kind of starved for boost right here, having to step out of play. That's a big thing that they do. They like to be aggressive, just like New Haven.
So I guess that is like so one of the things that we will
Oh,
want
hold
to.
up.
Oh,
Just like that. Sorry for cutting you off.
that's all right.
Caleb, just a little solo goal. I believe it looked
Yeah,
like Safe got the demo. Yeah, it's a good play by
yeah,
Safe. The guy was kind of going out of the play anyways, but can never be too sure. Caleb makes the guy
yeah.
miss. It's a nice
Bounced it
play.
over that
Nice little solo
one that
play.
came after it, and then just kind of let it go in there.
Mhm.
That's very nice. That does mean Point Park is now up by one. That is good to see. So what I was going to say was that with last week's like disappointing
Oh,
loss.
pass in the middle for Caleb. Sorry.
This is kind of the game to kind of boost our morale, show ourselves again, show that we're still good. If we when we win this, if we can, um, it'll show like we're a good team. It's just we lost that one unfortunately. So I'm really hoping this game we'll be able to see just Point Park really take it out.
Yeah, we're trying to put our name back out there and just show that we can actually play. I've had an unfortunate stint as of
Mhm.
late. Had some technical issues, had some other things. Not to blame that on the lack of gameplay. Caleb,
Ooh.
little redirect into the backboard,
Yeah.
dropped straight down to Ian. That's a good play right there. You gotta love it.
Yeah, bounced it back over to
It's a great
Starry,
pass.
allowing Starry to just knock it into the goal there. That's wonderful to see. Wow. Yes. Okay. I'm seeing some play, Point Park. Okay. You're coming back strong here. All right. So now that we're seeing some strong kind of play, what is changing between, like, oh wow,
Oh,
oh,
almost just snuck
barely
that in
getting
from
in there,
Stay from
just hitting
midfield.
off of the
Caleb dropping
rim
it
and then
down.
just
There we
kind of
go.
bouncing back in there by Caleb. Nice work.
Yeah, see, like the main thing we want to do is just try and be aggressive, get on the ball as
Mhm.
much as they are. Because the best thing to do when you're playing against an aggressive team is be as aggressive back.
Right,
Because
right.
half the time, they just kind of panic and don't know what to do. You saw three guys back there in
Mhm.
net, couldn't even get up for it. Safe gets a good ball across. Unfortunately, it didn't go in for him, but straight back. He's there to make the play.
Yeah, I'm noticing this, like, I guess aggression that Point Park is putting against Messiah here, which
Mhm.
is really cool to see compared to it kind of like feels like a reflection off of last game, seeing that aggression from New Haven. It's kind of like we need to adapt some sort of play style like that.
Mhm.
We need to be able to play with different
There
play
we go.
styles. And with that being said, Point Park University
First
takes
game
the
home.
first game of tonight. This is good to see. All right. Tommy, we didn't really get the chance to really talk just about you and all of this stuff with Rocket League. We already
Mhm.
know how you got into Rocket League and all that. How'd you get into Point Park University?
So Point Park, my brother actually went here before me. He
Oh.
graduated the year that I graduated high school, so we didn't actually go to school together. So I already knew a little bit about the school, and then coming out of high school, so for those that don't know, I play soccer here,
Mhm.
and I also throw javelin. But so I was getting a little bit of recruiting out of high school, trying to just go play soccer where I
Right.
can. And I actually had a coach. He came up to me my final game of high school. He recruited me, went through all the process,
Oh.
came here, I played soccer. So this actually isn't my first year. I didn't do esports last year. I just played soccer. Had a pretty
Mm.
good time. It was fun. But yeah, essentially just through soccer's
It's
how I
really
got here.
cool. That's
And
really
then
cool.
Safe and Ian, who are both on the soccer team,
Mhm.
were mentioning me the Rocket League team. Pisco last year, he was a dog, but he uh he got me into it, and I figured, you know what, why not?
Yeah.
Come out, have some fun, play some
No,
Rocket League.
the funny thing that I keep seeing with like Rocket League is just all these players always being soccer related, and I guess that makes sense since Rocket League is just basically car soccer.
Yeah, that's a big thing with a lot of soccer players. We play a lot of Rocket League, a lot of FIFA. That's
Mhm.
kind of that's
Yeah,
that's my big
yeah,
two,
kinda.
Rocket League and FIFA.
Yeah, would you say like Rocket League and soccer, you can like kind of mix, I guess, quote unquote strategies with them? Is
Yeah,
that
there's
kind of
definitely a lot of
overlapping?
tactical overlapping that you see. A lot of it, even when it comes down to um, just talking between players, like communication. A lot of it, like
Oh.
leave or center, like anything. There's a lot of overlapping. But even
Mhm.
when it comes down to it, the player, you don't have to play soccer to be good.
Oh, that's really cool. So we are getting ready for this next game. So while that's going on right now, we're just gonna do a little bit
Yeah,
of conversation while there's some issues going
just a
on.
tad bit of technical difficulty.
Yeah,
Sorry about
just a
that.
little bit of difficulty, but that's okay. Um, anyways, with the first game going to us, what are you thinking so far?
So, I mean, right now I'm kind of on the forefront. I think we just stay aggressive, keep our
Hmm.
strategy. It was pretty good. We won by a fair margin, um, and I think we just keep it on them. As
Yeah,
long as we just don't back down, just play how we should play, we should be good in my eyes,
yeah,
personally.
yeah. Honestly, right now we're seeing quite a back right now it's just a back and forth. However, it does
Mhm.
seem like who was that just got demoed? I think a little bit ago,
That
just
was a player on their team.
oh, I
I
see, I
think,
see.
yeah, it's been a big help. A lot of like you've said,
Hmm.
you've seen a lot of demos going out lately, and it's
Hmm.
kind of always been our side getting demos on them, which very
Yeah,
helpful, just to keep the flow of play going. This 2v3 is crazy in this mode once it
that
comes
was like
down to it.
crazy. All right.
A big part that we were focusing on during practice was the final game against New Haven. One of their players got an execution, which is an achievement where you get 5 or more demos in one game. So you just gotta watch. That has not
Wow.
happened yet in one of
Wow.
our games. So definitely gotta watch that. It looks like Caleb's honestly shooting for one
Hmm.
this series.
Wow. That's actually really crazy going for that many demos. Honestly, like with the way that with the way that you've been talking about it, it seems like New Haven was a genuinely like a learning moment for Point Park. Like
Yeah.
it taught you all about it sounds like so many different things, like the fact that you guys need to at least adapt more play styles and be more aggressive. Play to the fact that there's demos in the game. Play with each other more. Ooh.
Safe opening scoring here. Ian, a nice little solo play up the wall to drop it straight into
Yeah,
safe, right?
look at that.
Back post, completely uncontested.
It's great.
It's a great pass. You just really can't take off it. I mean, obviously safe. You gotta love the finish.
Yeah,
Drops it right in.
it seems like we're taking all this information that we learned from that game and we're showing it here in versus Messiah. This is the game that's letting us kind of put that into practice in a real competition.
Yeah, we've really been focusing a lot on, at least as of late, since we're going towards the playoff season. We've been focusing a lot on our opponents, not necessarily how to get us better, but how to better prepare us for them. Right there, just misplay by the defense. Ian comes in, slots it straight off the bar. But yeah, like I said, it's just simple. Just how can we play better against our opponents, not just how can we play better. Because you got to focus on both when you can
Right.
at times, especially with playoffs coming. Score 2-2 going into 2 minutes left.
Yeah, like so far, I normally am saying more like things you can visually see, but I'm about to say something that's a little bit more, I guess, feelsy. It feels more connected. At Point Park right now, our team, I'm seeing more, like, I guess, kind of vibing
Oh, bump on the back
with
post.
each other a bit more. It's a weird way to say it, but I'm seeing it and I'm here for it. It's making me excited.
Yeah, no, I mean, I can agree. It just looks like even just playing together, the
Mhm.
vibes are high. They're loving it. They're having a good time. They're winning.
Yeah.
You just really can't go wrong in this situation.
Getting the demo on
Hopefully Safe gets
sorry
it.
here.
Caleb coming up. Ian's demo, so he can't get out. Safe got to drop back. He's going to play it off the corner boost here. I think we'll carry it out.
Oh.
That was also a big thing that we were focusing on was
Oh wow.
that's
Hitting
a good
it off
solo
of
play
the
that you have by
yeah.
Kubis. Nice little double touch around Caleb. It's a great angle he took.
Honestly.
Drops it in right in between the post, or right over Ian, actually.
Hit it off the
That's a
rim
great
and
play
then
you have right
bounced
there.
it back
Great little solo
over,
play.
letting it in.
Comes across, unfortunately.
Does mean
Still 2-1
Masai
Park.
creeping up towards the 2-point lead we did have. Now we're only 1 point ahead. However, it is only about 46 seconds, but there's still opportunity for a point in there. We'll see what's gonna happen here. It is on our side, our corner.
Yeah, he stalled out for the full boost there, gets the ball in the central, and Kubis, he's dropped down a little late as their third guy. What I'm noticing is they tend to play a little dropped out, and their reserve guy, we play a little higher if we can, especially since we're playing aggressive. I think they've dropped into more of a not as aggressive offense.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm looking right now, like, Messiah's, like, boost is so, like, low most of the time, which I guess that's very important to have, like, a lot of boost in this game. So, it's interesting to see, like, they're always almost out.
It's another good win right there for Point Park. Yeah, a lot of things, like I said, just playing off that aggressive play style. We're stealing a lot of boosts, focusing on demos. You know, once you demo, your boost gets reset back to the original spawn
Right.
point of about 30.
Oh wait, I think
33.
we talked about that last game.
Yeah.
That was called
Boost
starving.
Yes,
Yes, boost starving.
There we go.
Yes.
We sub it.
And I guess with
All right,
that
I'll see
being
you
said,
guys.
thank you so much. That was very helpful. Welcome, Bryce. Bryce, that's why we were there. Oh my goodness. Bryce is here with the Red Bull. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Red Bull, so much. Oh, you know, actually, no, not. Hold on. Well, thank you, Red Bull. However, thank you, Bryce, for coming in today. Thank you for bringing some Red Bull. How are you today?
It's been a rough day, took a little bit for my bus to get here, but I'm here now.
Yeah, the streets have been pretty busy recently. Today, a lot of crashes happened. I think today, so I think that was going on. But I'm glad that on your way here, you were able to pick up a Red Bull. So tell me, Red Bull, what is it? What's so special about Red Bull?
Well, I was actually running late, and I drank a Red Bull, and I got here.
It gave you wings, so you're able to fly your way over
I was
here.
able to fly my way
Wow,
over,
I
and I
see, I
got
see.
here within 10 minutes, and here I am.
Well, dang. All right. Well, thank you, Red Bull, so much for sponsoring Point Park Esports. We appreciate it very much. We drink it. We love it. Thank you. And thank you, Extron and RPC Video, for providing us with the equipment that you see us use today and every other time we stream. It allows us to give you guys these top quality streams. Thank you so much. So, while you were gone, I was able to have a wonderful conversation and just kind of got casted. One of our Point Park Rocket League team members helped cast, and they were able to give a lot of insight. It was very helpful. It felt like I was kind of being taught so many new things that I was just like, wait, I didn't even know that existed. But it gave a new kind of eye, you know.
Yeah, I
So
wish I could have been here. I'm saying we're on game 3. Well, how did
Yes.
the first 2 games go?
So the first 2 games went very well for the fact that we did get the points. We did get the first 2 wins here, and we're hoping to close it out with a entire 3-0. However, like those 2 games were very well done. I think the first game was 3-1-2, and the second game was 3-1. So, or no, 2-1. So essentially, what we've noticed against Messiah University is
Oh, and a score
Ooh.
from Story.
yes, that's the first point of the game so far. Again, we're now in the lead. We're just got to keep this up, maybe get some more points to get the cushion going, and that would be wonderful to see. But as I was saying, the thing that we've noticed like with Messiah University is that they're aggressive. But compared to last week's game, which I don't know if you were watching and everything, but we unfortunately lost last week's game, and it was mainly due to the fact that they were aggressive. They knew how to play around us, and we couldn't adapt to that. So we've been So Point Park Rocket League has been practicing and focusing on mainly being able to adapt to that, and
And
that's
there's
another
Caleb.
beautiful pass by Starry there over to
It's-
Caleb to finish it out into the goal there that does put Point Park at 2-0. But like I was saying, it's kind of like if you've noticed so far, Point Park University, what they're doing right now is they're adapting their play style, making it so they have not just the one that they were sticking with for the first like most of the season so far, but learning how to be more aggressive, learning how to um, demo more of the enemy so they have more time to make plays and make more room to play. And they've also worked on, in what we've noticed in last games so far, um, they've been boost starving Messiah University, making it so not only Point Park is being aggressive towards them, but Messiah University can't do anything to combat that because they don't have the boost to do it. So we're seeing. So I'm wondering if that's going to continue on this game. But right now, it's kind of a balance so far. But
Yeah, and that's something I really like about Point Park. Not many people actually talk about it, and I think it's something that we need to bring up more, honestly. You know, yeah, they have great chemistry. We talk about their teamwork together. We talk about all the points they get, all this, but we never really talk about the adaptability with them. Like you just mentioned it, they lost a game, and now all of a sudden they're changing things up.
Yes.
They're taking as a lesson, and they're getting better.
yes,
And we've seen that all year, you know, when they were losing games earlier in the season, you know, those 5-game stretches we had, there was a lot of the time where they were down early and they came back because of that adaptability.
Oh, and unfortunately, getting into our goal there, they kind of hit it off the wall, from the wall there, and it just kind of ended up going. Unfortunately, I think that was safe attempting to block that, but unfortunately, was not getting that height yet.
Yeah, that's unfortunate to see, but he's had so many times where he has stopped it this year that
Mhm.
I'm not too worried about one score they can probably come back from.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like I was saying, they have just had this insane adaptability, and I feel like we don't talk about it enough. But they're
Mhm.
kind of showing it now. Here later in the season, they're taking these losses,
Yes.
but they are taking them as a lesson, and they're coming
Exactly.
back.
That's what I've been. That's what me and Tommy were talking about. It felt like they really took it to heart. They took their loss as a lesson. They have grown from it. They understood where they went wrong, and they were very much kind of like what it sounded like. I heard was like, "Wow, we didn't deserve to win that. They were so good. Like, we need to learn from what they've done, their team." So I'm glad that that was kind of like the perspective that they got from that, and they've learned, they've adapted, and now we're seeing that in this game. Unfortunately, did get saved on that really nice hit on basically an open
And there
goal.
we go,
And
Story.
speaking of an open goal, there goes another point for Point Park. Now 3-1, 20 seconds on the clock. We'll see if Messiah is able to at least is able to catch back up. That still requires 2 points, and there's only 20 seconds on the clock.
Yeah, it might just be about over. I came at the very end of the game, unfortunately, but from what I'm hearing, it's been a great game, and
Mhm.
Point Park's getting better.
Yes. So, dribble up over. Did lose control over it.
And I think it's pretty much about
Yes,
time to
8
say
seconds
it's
left
over.
on the clock.
I don't see it come
5.
back here, do you?
I don't think I'm going to be seeing one.
And
It's
yeah,
in
now
the
it's
air.
impossible because they can't.
Time
As
to
soon as
play
it
some
scores,
up,
it's over.
and it's touched the floor. Point Park University takes it home. Finally, we're back again. Point Park, let's go.
Yep.
Winning, as always. Or I guess.
Yeah, I don't know about as always. They
always,
are
yeah,
like
yeah,
they do have
as
like 2
always.
losses this year, man. It has been a great year for them. Though. They are have a winning record. They're going to the playoffs, I believe. Correct? Yeah. So they're going to the playoffs. They have a winning record. Here was another win on their way there.
Mhm.
They're having a great season, man.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of start to think, could this be the year that they win it a second time in a row?
Right?
They did it last year. Can they do it again?
Mhm. I'm really happy about that. Honestly, that puts a warm feeling in my heart. Last week's game on Friday, it was such a devastating moment, and we got this very warm-hearted win. It felt like we were able to see genuinely see like an improvement on Point Park, and it was good to see. Now, I think we had a lot of I got the chance to talk to Tommy a lot about them practicing and everything. But we should have a little conversation with their coach, right?
Yeah, I'm down. Let's do it.
Let's have a little conversation with their coach.
I think you'd be captain, but
Captain,
yeah,
captain,
same thing.
captain, IGL,
Yeah,
whatever.
It happens.
Close
all the time.
enough.
It happens.
Would you like to take over on that interview, or
Yeah,
would
for
you like me to?
well, I don't know. I haven't been here all game, so I kind of don't know enough to really feel comfortable. So if you want to do
Okay,
it,
fair enough, fair enough, fair enough.
maybe if the league team does good, maybe I'll interview one of them.
Oh yeah, the leagues tonight.
Yeah.
Hey. Sorry. But for now, we'll be taking a little break while we're waiting. So let's take a little break for now. But yeah. So let's take a little break. We'll be back. Bye bye.
And welcome back, guys. I'm here with the coach of the Rocket League team, Caleb. It's great seeing you, man. Obviously, I wasn't here for most of the game, but what I got to
That's
see,
all right.
you played really well. I got to hear a little bit about what your team was going in filling, and I guess you guys kind of adapted from last week. Am I right in assuming that?
A little bit, yeah. Well, last week was pretty tough because we were versus University of New Haven, and they were undefeated, and so that was a really challenging match. And so this week, I mean, we kind of had a quick turnaround time. We had to do it another time this season as well, but yeah, we versed New Haven on Friday, and then we versed this team, Messiah, today on Tuesday. So I mean, it was a quick turnaround. We only had really like one practice, but we talked a little bit, what happened on New Haven, and so then we kind of just went from there.
So obviously, I got to see a lot from Story. He continues to be really good, but your numbers are going up as well this year, very well. I think you're very close to. I think there was a stat. I remember you were really close to. I think wins in a career or something.
I could be. I'm not sure. I haven't checked the stat book in a while, but I know like at least for Rocket League specifically, between me, Ian, Safe, and Tommy, even though stats are great, we always try to just kind of keep them to the wayside because I mean, don't get me wrong, having records for whatever is great, but the other thing is, the other great thing is also winning, right? Also getting good seeding in the playoffs, also going into playoffs with good momentum, stuff like that. So. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like we never look at the stats. I mean, of course we do. But we always just try to keep that like a side thing. We never really talk about it that much,
I love that mentality. Obviously, speaking of the playoffs, this year you guys are confirmed. Last year you won the championship. Could this year be a repeat season?
So we're trying that, obviously. This season we've had a lot of adversity, and that's kind of what I was talking to Safian and Tommy about as well. Is that we can't be using last semester as like a benchmark, right? Because that was kind of just like a lightning in a bottle season. It just everything kind of came together. I mean, the other thing too is like we also have to remind ourselves is that soccer is a fall sport, right? So with Ian and Safe and Tommy, they're all on the soccer team. So I think Ian's on the first team and Safe is on first and second team. It's really hard to have practices, so we have to schedule around soccer practices, soccer games especially. So because I mean last semester me, Chisco, and Ian, we were practicing like 4 or 5 days a week. We were practicing almost every other day. And so obviously, I mean there was other things too with internet connectivity issues against Washington Mary. I mean we've gone through a lot of adversity this season, so it's not as clean as the wins we would have liked to see. But I mean, we're just kind of stacking wins on top of each other, trying to stack good weeks, and that's all we can really hope for.
All right, well, that's it for me. That's all the questions I had for you. That was a great win today, and I hope you guys can take it forward and win some more.
I appreciate it. Yeah, I know we're still waiting on University of New Haven and Virginia Wesleyan to see kind of where they end up, but there's a couple games left in the season. They should wrap up somewhere in like the next couple days, but yeah, hopefully we could carry this momentum into playoffs and see what we could do there.
Well, it was great. It was great talking to you,
Great talking
as
to you too.
always.